right now. Hi, welcome. Crack
Welcome.
one open with us. I'll get wait. Pause this. Go get something to crack open. Could be a can of rain
Or a can of Red Bull. Those are your only options.
or a walnut. Those are your options.
Why? Why a walnut? You know what? Because it cracks.
Because it cracks.
Cracks.
Your mama's back.
Step on that crack.
Break your mama's back. Step on the ground. Time to pound.
That silly hound. To the ground.
Step on a lime.
Take all the time.
Hit me with one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what we're doing now. Sit on the horse.
Gorsh. You know, like Goofy.
Oh, gorge. Gorge.
Maxie.
Hello.
It's me. Okay, do you have something yet?
Okay, yeah, sorry, guys. We gave you a lot of time. Don't pause it. I hope they didn't pause
And
it.
then they're like, I'm waiting.
Just sitting there for a minute.
Okay. Krakarlaka in 3, 2, 1. We were synchronized.
Whoa.
That hit
I
like
have
a
not
freight
had
train.
a Red Bull in, like, actual months. No, week.
An actual week.
No, a few weeks for sure. But
Wow, I haven't had a rain since yesterday.
oh man,
Oh my gosh! Oh jeez!
such random sounds. I'm dizzy. Okay,
That's my favorite thing that
never
you do.
again.
I can't even do it. Oh jeez! How do
You
you
just gotta like literally force with everything in your body. Just
Oh my gosh!
it's just like yeah, absolutely everything in me.
I like when you go, oh god, oh jeez, oh my gosh, oh jeez, oh holy cow!
Just keep it going forever. I am wow. That is a lot of power. There's like nothing left in my soul. I need to drink more caffeine.
What do you have here, buddy? Oh, guess what I'm gonna pull up here in a second? A sock. Wow. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, little Zeppelin being a little Zeppelin.
Man, oh man.
He keep acting like that. I'll treat him like the Hindenburg.
He'll fly into the sky and be an actual wonder of the world.
And then burn.
Let's
to the
light
ground.
a cigarette to celebrate.
Light a cigarette to celebrate. Let's light a firework to celebrate.
That's how I imagine the Hindenburg went down. Someone was just like, oh, the Zippo isn't working. Let me reload it, open it, pour some alcohol in there.
This'll do. And it's got that like that woof sound. You know what I mean? Where it's like woof, and it's like bassy,
Yeah.
and everything just lights up and burns.
You know how to make that bass? How to drop that bass?
How to make that
We used to do this at like family events. You get like a welder. You know how you turn on the oxygen, turn on the nitrogen, I don't
Or
know,
whatever it is, yeah.
welding gas or whatever, and like you get the mix exactly where the flame is the hottest, like the bluest, whitest flame you can. Then you kill the flame. My gosh, Zeppelin. Okay,
Was that loud?
that was really
That
loud.
was really loud, right?
Yeah, so you kill the flame, and so the gas is sort of. You get a trash bag and just fill that with that hot mixture, and then you tie it up.
Oh my gosh! You should have done that in the mic.
I should have. Who's Mike? Jim? Jim.
Mike?
Jim.
Wow.
Wow.
Gym. That's what we say when we go to the gym. What?
Jim.
Oh, Jim.
Jim. Oh, I know him. We went to different schools together. So you get that trash bag and you set it out yonder in like a field, and then you get a Roman candle.
Candle.
And it will make the absolute loudest sound you've ever heard. And the bass will hit you in the chest. It does. It goes.
Oh, that's the coolest thing. I love that sound, and I love that feeling. I'm trying to think of what makes you feel that in your chest.
I could punch you in the chest. Would that be good? Would that be good for you?
Oh, I think Monster Jam, like things like that.
Yes.
Monster truck rallies, you get that like in your chest, the rumbles.
I went to a...
Oh,
Damn it.
dog.
I'm back. We're back.
We're back.
Wow. What a chaotic thing that just happened.
The most chaos ever. Little Zeppelin. We'll be going down like the Hindenburg today.
Light them up.
Light them up. No, but yeah, he clearly favors Red Bull. That's all. That's what I'm gonna say.
No, he chose rain by knocking it over onto all of my expensive equipment.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, we knew our respective roles instantly. I was just hold everything away from it,
And I was like, bam.
and he was
Oopsie
paper
daisy.
towel.
Dun, 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 like, whoopsie daisy.
I love that song.
You
Oh
can't
my
say
God.
like any other words
Other
besides
words.
the whoopsie daisy. Dun, 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 boop, baby.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You can't say like any of that song.
Yeah, you can't say the end of that.
No. It's a good song.
Good song.
Okay.
We're back.
Monster Jam. I went to a monster rally once.
I've been to like
I've been to
10.
I've been to a lot of them. Not gonna lie.
when I was a kid. I'd go.
Seats are $20, but you only need the edge. Monster Jam coming to Fresno, California.
This Sunday. Sunday.
I literally
Monster
love that.
Jam. Maximum destruction.
That's exactly what it was, and it would be this
Weekend only at the Reno Convention Center.
At the Song Arena. They do backflips now.
See your favorites.
Gravedigger.
Yeah, of
Maximum
course.
Destruction.
Yes.
El Toro.
Oh, I forgot about El Toro. There, what's
was
the
a
one
fun
with the dog
The
ears?
puppy. I think it was, I don't know, Puppuccino?
Puppuccino.
Puppuccino. It does a front flip.
Yeah. No, but whatever
saw
it was.
it-
Oh, there was a Dalmatian.
Dalmatian. I saw one in like a decently sized arena, but it was not big enough at all for Monster Jam.
For what they were doing.
And the fumes from the exhaust, they weren't escaping. It just all of a sudden, I remember just kind of going like, "Whew,
Dizzy passes out. The entire crowd.
yeah." It was visibly foggy in there.
Seen the
by
beginning of
end.
Tenet?
I see the beginning of Tenet.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the movie, so I think I might have seen it.
Okay, whatever. So the beginning when they like gas the crowd that's like at the opera or whatever. Or no, not an
Yeah.
opera. It's a orchestra, like something. And they're all sitting in the crowd and they just all same time. It's like slump and it like does like a pan and it's just everybody in the crowd
Honestly,
just passing
I
out.
feel like that'd be a really good sleep. You'd wake up, go,
Like, wow, I really knocked out.
I'm sorry. I know. Sorry. I mean, I fell asleep with the Philharmonic, but I mean, that's...
Except they for sure blow the place up.
it's a really good sleep.
Eternal. Yeah, don't they? They straight up blow the place up. They don't get anyone out. I remember that because then they all have to leave. They're all like rushing to leave and they get out and they just...
For real?
I'm trying to think. Though
I don't
I'm pretty
remember.
sure every single person in the crowd was still in there.
I think I was too excited to be going to a movie theater. It was like during that time where it was like things were
It was
open
the
for
first
5
movie.
seconds. And then I went and saw it and I was like, wow, look at the movie theater. Look at the lights. Look at the seats. Look at this. Smell the popcorn. And then I don't remember the movie at all.
That's fair. I mean, honestly, wow, I really missed movie theaters too.
I did. But we're going to go see Mortal Kombat soon.
I know.
This
Man.
week.
That's going to be so fun. But
Mortal Kombat.
bum 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 bum.
So, who's going to watch this?
Like how every time you speak. But what were you talking about?
Monster Jam?
Monster Jam.
Who was your favorite?
Gravedigger for sure.
Of course it was, because mine is Maximum Destruction. That was his name, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maximum Destruction. And he was like, wasn't he like brown or orange?
Definitely like gunmetal gray with
that guy.
yeah, and it was one driver. He's been the only driver. I don't like Gravedigger. It's too commercialized.
That's true.
It
There's
was
a
like
lot of Gravedigger
a lot of different.
drivers.
It's like a franchise. Maximum Destruction. He was like, I'll drive this. And now he's like, I'm done, but my son's going to do it.
That's really, really cool.
And he just went for it. He destroyed his car every single time. If he left there driving in that, he was like, I had to do a good
Well,
job.
I love how they made him, like, as a kid, I used to be like, why don't they make him, like, a more cool material that, like, won't break? But it's because they're gonna. It's
Yeah.
gonna break, so don't make it out of metal or something expensive. Make it out of cheap plastic.
Yeah.
So when they roll and tumble, it's just like...
Why doesn't Ferrari
pieces
have
falling
one?
off. Ferrari?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool. Or
The-
Red
the
Bull. I can see
monster
Red
truck.
Bull, a
I feel
100%.
like they
I
do.
feel like Red Bull has to be already in
They
it.
have to. They probably bought Gravedigger.
Probably. I would hope so. The number one, whoever's the best one. I don't even remember what was the whole competition. I just remember things crushing and stuff.
They had race. They would start it off with like a race where they start like opposite and they have to go like around the track and do like a jump for time. And then at the end it was freestyle. So they got to just like they could do like the taps.
And I
where
love
they
like
go-
when there was like a van in the middle and like 5 cars and they just
or like a trailer and they
and they're
blast
just
through it.
crushing it.
They ever blast through something?
Yes. Right through it. My favorite though was when they would like land, like a wheel would just catch that top of a van and just
Why
done.
is just watching destruction like that so fun?
Oh my gosh, imagine causing it. How fun would that be?
I've always wanted to drive a monster truck.
I would do it. I would really like it
You
too.
just sit in the middle.
I bet it's a bit weird to backflip and stuff. It's probably like crazy.
I think the
I know
first
that
guy that
torque-
did it was like didn't mean to.
He
He was like, "Oh wow!"
just completely
He was
terrified.
just like, "I'm just gonna hit this jump and be normal."
That's so
He hits
funny,
it.
actually. It just keeps going. I've seen him do triple.
You're a liar. You
No.
haven't seen a monster truck.
No, I didn't see it in person. I watched a video.
There's no way.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
a monster truck did not do.
A triple backflip.
No.
Yes, I promise you. I will literally find the video.
Okay, it's fake.
It's not. I promise. Because what happens, he like goes like this and he goes, and then he does a double, and then his wheel clips the, like where he ramped off the first time perfectly. And so he just stays up. It goes and launches him up again.
So
to
it
do
wasn't a
another
triple.
one. It was a double into a single. But it's like, it's insane to watch. Okay, it's the coolest
He
thing
didn't
in
do
the
a double to start. I feel like it was like one and then hits
No.
one.
No,
There's no way it could have.
Absolutely
Travis
was.
Pastrana did a double backflip on a dirt bike, and that was revolutionary.
yeah, these things have too much torque. They have more torque than anything.
But they're mass.
But the torque is what makes it insane. If you like look at the what is it, the horsepower and the torque of these things, it's way higher than like any vehicle ever. It's so insane.
Did you mean to say vehicle?
Vehicle.
Is that how you say vehicle?
What did I say?
Vehicle.
Vehicle.
That's how you say that word?
Yes, vehicle. 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 Vehicle? Whoa. Vehicle.
Word just became a sound.
Yeah, it did. I'm losing it.
I
But
say
it is vehicle.
Vehicle.
You don't say the H at all?
Not a little.
What? What? It has
Vehicle.
an H. It's not
Wait,
silent
wait,
H.
wait. I'm in my head. Okay. How would you use vehicle in a sentence? Look at that vehicle.
Wow, that's a really nice vehicle.
You have the H pronounced vehicle.
Yeah, because it has it in it.
You don't need to say it though.
I do.
I saw a thing that you know how
my
Californians
stepmom.
are like, we don't have an accent, but when they do, they're like, oh, you talk like this. We just don't say our T's. Say, what's the capital of California?
Oh, Sacramento. Sacramento. I see what you're saying.
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
We don't say our T's.
Although I do know that we have like a very generic, because that like the guy, whatever his name, I forget his name, whatever Singer, I think is his name, Eric Singer,
the dialect.
the dialect guy on YouTube, he talked about that specifically. He talked about our like region, and it was like a lot of states, like Nevada, California,
Sacramento.
Colorado.
But we do say pterodactyl, so we don't say the
Pterodactyl.
T's, but we make all the silent P's sounded.
Yes, make us sound stupid. But no, they talked about how, or he talked about how we have like there is an accent, but it's just a lot of area, and we haven't had enough time, like the East Coast has,
We
to
haven't
differentiate.
had enough time. What?
It's literally the time and generational. As like we get older, as our like next generation will start to fall more into what that culture says.
We just get back here. We time travel, and it's just like, Oh, you can catch you. It's just
Okay,
gargling.
that's just a different language entirely. They just stopped speaking English.
Yeah. How dare you?
I know.
It's just this. Just whispering because everyone's too offended by speech now. It's just
True.
like, hey, I don't know.
It's like freedom of speech? No.
You can whisper.
Freedom of murmurs.
Hey, excuse me, could I please have a cafe latte? With mutter. Could I have a latte? Ice vanilla latte with a splash of almond milk, please? Could I please have that? I'm sorry, is that too loud? Is that offending you? Could I please have something? Could I please have an almond biscuit?
I hate the could I please repeating.
You have to say please 3 times before you get something. Please, can I have this?
Please. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Can I get
We've become a society of begging.
Yes.
Please,
Like beggars can't be choosers, but then like everyone's just
please, can I have 20 on 6? That'll be $20. You beg, but then still just pay them the correct amount. Please.
Please, I have a family home. Please, can I have
That'll be $20.
ounce of rice? What was I gonna say? Oh shoot. I was gonna say that the sun is very bright today.
Oh my gosh. This is a phenomenon.
Okay, the sun
It's brighter.
is so bright. When I was taking Bella back to school to Vanguard this morning, she let me take her glasses because I forgot mine, and I was so blind. I literally was. I promise you, I was in the car just. Oh my gosh, I can't see. Please give me your glasses. Well, actually, she offered.
Did you have tears?
Yes, it was like I was getting tear. I kept wiping my eyes. I could not open them.
My eyes are watering thinking about it.
It hurt so bad. It was the brightest day I've ever seen. But I got her glasses, and then I kept them for the day. And I learned something. Well, I realized something the second I put them on. Hold on, wait for it. Instantly. Anime character. See the pose?
As much as you want to be an anime character, you just look like the 3 blind mice from Shrek.
I promise you, I don't just look like that. I do. I look like which one? Third one.
They're all the same.
I know they're identical, but point is, in animes,
You ever seen a mouse and been like, that one looks different? Because they all look like this. 3 blind mice.
and the one they got the little canes. So
Yes.
cute. I love that movie.
It
I
is-
love all the movies, actually. Also, Shrek 3?
I can't. It's been so long since I've seen them. I
Shrek
can't remember
2.
which
1?
is which.
I think it's all. I think they're in almost
2
all.
witches could watch which watch would those witches watch? I need an answer.
I literally don't know the question at all. If witches watched something.
If 2 witches watched which watch would which watch which?
Oh, okay. The first one. That definitely, I think, is a correct answer.
I don't know. I'm just saying witches and watches because it's fun.
I know. The sun is so bright. I literally am confused.
The world is brighter. It's like the.
And not in the happy way that
No.
the world's brighter. It's not. But
It's definitely sadder, but visibly brighter.
maybe. Wait, hold on.
The sadder we get.
Maybe it's not brighter.
Uh-huh.
It's just because
Been
of
inside.
quarantine and stuff, people have just been inside way more. Although that's not true because in the past 6 months I've been out a lot. So never mind. But I don't know. Just a theory. A podcast theory. Anyone? You know what I'm talking about?
Burger King foot lettuce.
Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want to find in your Burger King burger is lettuce that has feet in it. Or whatever it is. I don't remember what the story is, but it's gross.
I think I had 3 notes written.
Really?
Okay. You want to hear something crazy that I heard?
Yeah.
So,
What do you got?
testosterone,
Testosterone.
it's what makes men men.
Testosterone.
It's what makes man a man.
Okay.
Literally does. In the womb, babies are made the same, and then through chromosomes or however it is like organized, testosterone comes in. Bam, boy.
Changes the whole picture.
Yeah. So testosterone levels in men has dropped to like a scary low. That they say by year 2040 that men will no longer produce their own testosterone.
Why?
It's linked to like chemicals like BPA, like in water bottles and like Tupperware, and it's like having all this plastic all the time.
So literally what we have around us is like actually making us less
fertile. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
It's scary.
I mean, well, okay. At the same time, though, if hypothetically that does happen, would we be able to like replenish that testosterone in our bodies through like what we have? Like,
I don't know, because then you'd have to start injecting testosterone, which is steroids. Yeah.
True. But it
Yeah.
would be like maybe a safer level of it.
I guess it still wouldn't be what it needs to be.
It'd probably be different than like steroids, though. They'd probably make something specifically like a little different, I guess.
What's crazy is that a 67-year-old in 2004 has the same level on average of a 20-year-old today.
Why?
Yeah, so being a
That's
60
bad.
Yeah, a 67-year-old man had the same amount of testosterone in 2004 that a 20-year-old does today.
Oh, that is not good.
It's not good at all.
Whatever.
It's like scary. Like, what are they gonna do? Like, oh, guys can't make.
I don't really care.
Who run the world? Girls. Beyonce's just a fortune teller.
Absolute fortune.
Absolute fortune.
What you got going on there? But yeah, no, that's actually terrifying.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So I might try to like, I don't know. You can get stuff like metal and glass, Tupperware and bottles, like having like cans. That's way better.
Oh,
It's like,
right, like chemically less testosterone reducing.
yeah, and then you can do stuff to boost your testosterone, working out, supplementation, not steroids or SARMs. You can take like I take like ashwagandha. It's like a plant. There's tons of plants that boost testosterone, spinach, all this kind of stuff. Just plenty of water, being healthy. Basically, just being healthy could reverse it, but people have become, and it's all this processed food and all that is literally gonna make it so we can't reproduce anymore.
That's okay. So, Children of Men,
Huh?
the movie.
What's that?
It's like I've never seen it either, actually, but I know the story is about like everyone's infertile. There's like I think it's like a disease or something that like hits the entire world, and everybody is infertile. And so there's like one woman alive who is pregnant, I think, and then I don't know. There's like a whole story behind that, and like what they have to like get her safe because she's like the last person that can have children.
Never even heard of it.
Scary as crap. But I think it's like women become infertile through this like whatever happens, and then
But guys are still rocking and rolling.
yeah, but then no one's gonna get pregnant.
True.
So it's like it's really scary.
So do they start like?
There's a really good, really famous like one take in that movie in like a car. And they have it like mounted. There's like a camera mounted in the car, and it's crazy. It's a cool shot. That's the only thing I really have seen about it. But
Dang, maybe I've seen it.
really cool shot. I think you've probably seen the shot. It's
Probably.
awesome. But yeah,
That's kind of scary because like if you injected testosterone like now at our age, your body would become reliant on it, and you wouldn't be able to produce any more yourself. But once you hit like 40 or something, your body like stops doing it, so you can start injecting it, and you're fine, and it won't have the same effect.
okay.
But you would have to keep doing it like the rest of your life if you want to have it.
I don't really care at that point.
Testosterone helps with depression.
Whatever.
You want to be depressed?
No.
Helps fight off cancers. It helps.
Okay, that's
Literally everything. Like our bodies need it.
that's valid. Maybe I would like that, but also, God, take me whenever you want.
There's some women that have to inject testosterone.
That makes sense. I'm sure for just different things.
Yeah, because it's like we need like a little tiny bit of estrogen, and they need like a tiny bit of testosterone. And sometimes when those levels are off,
You just have to help.
I don't know why I
In
put
that.
it in the rib. It's because you can't see if I did it down here.
You're like rib.
This is my butt cheek. I got a way high up cheek.
Way high up cheek. But yeah, wow, that's a horrible fact. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, so I don't know. We need to get healthy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do that thing where you can go get like all your levels tested. They'll do the blood work and they'll see like what you're lacking in like,
Chemical, like different
chemically.
iron and like
vitamin
iron
D
deficiency
and all that kind of stuff. You can go get
That's
that checked out. So I'm for sure gonna go do that because if I'm doing what I'm doing and my levels are like really low, I'm gonna trip out. You know I will.
And watch mine just be totally average.
It would be you'd be like, oh, Zach, do you do all these things and take all these supplements? And you're like, no. You're like, you're the most fertile man in the world.
It'd be terrifying.
Ethan, on all levels except physical, you are a woman. That's what they would tell me. They were like, I don't know why.
On all levels except physical, you are a woman.
You're a mistake. You were supposed to be a girl. That's what they
You
would
literally
tell me.
were meant to be a girl. You were born wrong.
Born to be a girl.
Born to be a girl. I did the better note there.
Can you for sure hear the... Yeah, for sure heard the ice maker.
Wow.
That's right. I got an ice maker. It makes crisp ice.
Well, I got a haymaker.
Knocks you out.
Hey. Do you have any updates? Anything you want to say?
Well, I actually was going to talk about something we've talked about before.
Oh.
Which is,
Circle back.
you know what it's going to be.
Do I?
Dogecoin. So, we talked about this, I think, on episode like 2 or 3. And you guys remember, I think we like roasted me because I bought at the peak of, it was like 7 cents, right?
It's really jumped up.
But now it's climbing, so I don't really care because it is absolutely at 41 cents now.
Oh, snap.
So, and earlier today it was at 42 cents. And I don't even think that's the highest it's been at yet.
I
It's
put-
like the last.
I put $30 in, and I've made 196 right now.
Yeah, and
Imagine if we were rich and could like put in 10 grand.
I've put in.
That'd be
Okay, well,
awesome.
one thing I did, I put in $55, and then all of a sudden it was worth $250. So I took out 100 because I was thinking. Well, actually, I talked to my brother about this, Josh, and we were talking about how like people do that. Like if you can take out a portion of your stocks. Stonk. And then if it drops, you can buy in again with that extra money you've made. So then I'm not putting money from my bank account. I'm just taking what I've made and making it more.
That's the truth.
So I was going to buy it lower, but I took it out at 25 cents, and it has not gone down to 25 cents since. Well, has not gone down to 25 cents since when I pulled it out. So I was very sad about that.
So it would have been smarter to like pull it out now because it's like the most.
Although I don't know because it might just keep going up.
True.
Which would make it less smart. You just never know. But if it did drop, like today, if it went down to like...
Stocks are so unreliable.
So unreliable. But if it dropped down to like 30 cents today, if I say I took out 100 right now at 41 cents, then
You'd get more.
buy back in at 30 cents. Yeah, then I have more Doge, basically. Yeah, so I have 796 like Doge coin available to me. So
I want that physical coin.
yeah, so I'm at 330 in it, and I've only put in 55.
Yeah, you see how you
55 has turned into 30 or 330, which is, quite a bit. And if it gets up to $1, which they're predicting that Dogecoin will get up to $1 by the end of the year,
You'll have $700.
then
or
I'll have
$800.
I'll have $800.
Unless you kind of do that thing where you.
I'm thinking I'm going to keep adding.
I'm gonna
throughout the
do that
year.
thing.
I want to just kind of throw in as I go, but I got to save up money for that.
throw a little to the Doge.
Yeah, but that's cool. So if you guys also invested when we talked that one time, you're happy. I hope.
So Zach and I were talking, and we both had some God coincidences.
True.
Yeah, because he called me 2 nights ago and was like, "Dang, I had these things happen. That was obviously God
Just
led."
such weird things. And they were small things. It wasn't it happened and I was like, oh my gosh, wow. It was just I saw it and I was like, huh? What in the world? I was just I was shopping for Shipped, as I do.
They're a sponsor.
Get sued.
They pay for all of this stuff.
Just absolutely sued.
Yeah, they pay big bucks for this.
Absolutely don't. What if we literally just got a completely sued later? Because okay, that's what's crazy. Technically, if we both said that does happen,
Yeah.
they could just.
Is that like false advertising or something?
Well, it's like it's using their name and saying like if we made them believe that we really were sponsored by a company that wasn't sponsoring us, which I mean we've done it on many episodes.
Every episode.
Yeah, but I mean we're small enough that I don't think that would ever.
Thank you to our sponsors Shipped. I know you might think we're not sponsored by you, but we are, and we appreciate it.
Okay, we're screwed. Yeah, so I was shopping, and then I had to get some creme brulee. Creme brulee. There we go. Creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
But I had to get some for someone, and I literally walked up and down this giant aisle. It was like along the side of the store, so it's like one of those huge aisles. It's just like eternal.
I hate that aisle.
And so I'm going up and down, 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 looking for this creme brulee, right? And then as I'm walking past it for the fourth time, and I've decided it's not there, I was like, I'm just going to go get the next items on my list. So I start walking away. And I'm just walking down that aisle, but I'm just like walking past everything on my phone, about to text the person saying, hey, they don't have it. Literally, it felt like someone grabbed my head and just forced me to turn my head. And just, like while I was walking, I'm just walking with my phone, and just boom, look over, right there. A pile of it, just like in the back of the freezer, hidden. This little frozen creme brulee. That's exactly what they wanted. It was laying on its side. It didn't even have the name on the boxes. I couldn't see it from there, but I just saw these boxes and I went, what the heck? Reached in there, grabbed it. It was exactly what I needed.
But
Crazy.
before you were shopping, weren't you saying like, God.
Right. Yes. It was actually right. I thought about it. It was right before this order. I thought I was just randomly walking around. I was like, man, God's got me. Like, God's with me. I don't need to like ask him to be. He just is. Nice. And that's all I thought. Literally, I was just a weird, simple thought and just went, okay, whatever. And then just like 10 minutes later, look over, that happened. Next order, needed a loofah for somebody, but I was rushing on this order because I had another order right after it. And if you're late, then you don't get like, or you can get
beat.
Yeah, beat
with a wet noodle.
Yes, but no, they just like don't like it when you have late orders and you have to keep it above a percentage. So anyway, so I'm getting this thing. I'm like looking for this company. Never heard of it in my life, and it's in the So we shop at Target all the time, and they have these sections that are letter and number sections. So there's like A whatever, A12, A15. Those are like, that's the aisle, right? And they go A. There's a B aisle, C, D, E. I know all of these. F, G. The food aisle, yeah.
H?
Yeah. Well, actually, H. There is an H aisle, but
H?
Anyway, point is, a bunch of these like letters, and like later in the alphabet, you don't see those. Because there's just not enough categories or like things. But for some reason, this place, they wanted something. It was a loofah, and it was in the M aisle. Like M as in monkey. I was gonna say Mancy because if you've seen Archer,
you were saying Mancy.
Yes, there's a scene in Archer where he's
M
like,
as
they're
in
trying
Mancy?
they're like disarming a bomb, and he's like, okay, M is in Mancy, and they're like, okay, and they put N because like of course, and then he's like, the reason it doesn't work at all. It's like the best episode of that show, literally so funny. But anyway, so yeah, M is in monkey, and I was like, I literally never heard of M. That aisle ever. So I was like, M23? Where is that? So I'm just wandering around the store. Literally no idea where I'm going. I just knew where not to look at certain different aisles that I've seen. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go to the G area. I'm not going to go to the D area, whatever. Go around, boom. I pull out my phone. I look at the brand of what this loofah was. And it was like fresh something or like...
Fresh to death.
Sure. And I look at it and I was like, huh. And then I look up, instantly look up to my left. I don't even know why I looked left. I just went, whoop, looked left, boom. Eyes on the prize. I was looking at the brand on the wall. And then I see the brand, and I look down, loofah, right under it. The one I needed, just sitting there. And it's not in the bathroom section, because there's like a bunch of aisles that you could get like bathroom stuff that's like in the like C or D sections.
Not there.
Not there at all. And I was like, what? Why? Why did that happen? So then I was able to get that instantly.
Why?
Check out, go to my next aisle.
Why Tell them that
Why?
it's human
Why?
nature. Why?
So then, third order. Boom.
Dang, we're going to get this taken down because I sounded so much like him. They're going to think that we just played MJ.
Copyright.
I'm like, copyright. They played the track.
Like they really did. We need to.
Tell them that it's human nature.
So funny. Michael Jackson. Wow, so good. Anyway.
We'll get back to Michael Jackson. That's a topic I'm bringing up right after this.
Oh.
Don't even worry about it.
Oh no. Okay, you're in for something, people. So yeah, after that, boom, third order. Bada bing, bada bop. I go to this other Target, right? I go in there. I needed to get in what is it, Amiibo or whatever?
An amoeba.
No. It was a little Amiibo like company, like little tiny Princess Peach cat thing that was in the like video games. Like it was in like the Nintendo like Switch area. So I was like, cool, whatever. I go over there. There's all these racks sitting there. All of them are empty. Did I tell you that part? They were all empty.
Yeah.
There's nothing on any of the racks.
In Rack City.
Rack City. But yeah, nothing there. I was like, okay, well, they don't have it. So I walk away. I was like, I'll just like come back. Maybe it's in a different section, so I'll just come back in a second because I was actually closer to another item that was kind of close. So I go get it. Cat litter. Come back. I come back and I just see. I was like, what is that? It's just sitting there, literally hanging. All of a sudden, there was nothing there before, and it's just sitting there hanging, just like by itself. The last one that was not there showed up when I needed it. Grabbed it, whoop, checked out. Bada bing, bada bop. Got like an $11 tip on that order too.
Dang.
And I was like, what in the world?
And that's your favorite number.
Yes. Nice. Nice memory.
I
24?
remember everything about you.
24.
That's my favorite
That's
number.
his favorite number.
Dang. And then he called me and was like, bro, all these things just happened. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, snap. I want something like that to happen. So I went to bed. Then yesterday, which was Sunday, I woke up and I like watched this live stream of this church, Free Chapel or Free Church. I don't remember. It's Free Chapel, I think. I should probably learn what the church is called. But I was during worship, I was like, dang, how cool would it be to have someone from Australia talking? Why would anyone think that during worship? I don't know why, but I was like, I just want to listen to someone from Australia. Guy walks up there. Put your thumb in your mouth. Good morning. And I went, no way. Full on a guy from Australia. I lost it a little. And then I was like, to add on to that, I was like, I hope this message is about healing. I don't know why. Don't know what I needed to be healed from. But he goes, if you need healing of any kind, come forward. And I was like, okay.
Bro, it's weird. He'll just plant thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
He just goes,
An Australian
this.
healer. No, they don't gonna heal
wait,
you.
an Australian healer.
Whoa. Zeppelin. My dog is an Australian healer.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
what a weird
that's
connection.
why.
Maybe that's exactly what you needed.
Thanks for touching my thigh.
I didn't mean to. I'm
He
sorry.
did. He meant to. There was purpose behind that.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
So now that we talked about really happy, fun, good stuff, I have the biggest beef with Zach I've ever had with anybody in my entire existence. Okay.
Whatever.
So you don't get to speak about this for a while. Okay.
Whatever. Go.
We were working out the other day. I almost left the gym. I was so mad.
And if you know Ethan, he doesn't.
I never leave the gym till I'm pumped out of my mind. Till I'm rep for rep with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, so we're just like talking about music as we do, generally agreeing on most things as we do. And I bring up the Beatles. And I was like, dang. And I said, that's why the Beatles are the greatest band of all time. And he says, I don't really like the Beatles. And I go, really? You don't like the Beatles? He goes, no, they're pretty generic. And I said, did you hear Zeppelin? That was incredible.
That was incredible. I hope you guys heard that.
And I said to Zach, they are anything but, okay? And We get on the topic. We get heated.
Generic.
We'll cover the things we talked about, but this is where it ended, and this is the line that almost sent me driving away. Okay? He says to me, the song All Star by Smash Mouth is better than any Beatles song ever.
That is truth. I did say that. That's not even a little lie. That is absolutely fact.
When I tell you I had to turn around a couple times to try to turn back time, if I could turn back time, I would never ask him this again. How, okay, Zach, in a
What?
peaceful way,
Yeah, go ahead.
how can you say that All Star by Smash Mouth is better than any song by the Beatles?
Well, every song by the Beatles, let me be real with you. Every song by the Beatles doesn't stick in my mind. Not even a little bit. I've never had anything like, whereas like All Star Smash Mouth, it's like sticky rice, dude. It's like a good sushi roll when you eat it. But yeah, no, not the Beatles. Never sticks in my head. Never. I've never sat there singing a Beatles song. Every time I play a Beatles song in my which I don't play it anything Beatles, but if it's ever like present, I never think about it. I just I don't know. It just doesn't at all get anything from me. I just don't enjoy it. Not that it's bad. The one thing I did agree it was revolutionary. Okay, they were revolutionary. I
They
agree.
changed the game.
They changed the game.
However, he says, yeah, they were revolutionary. They started the game. They changed the game so that others could do it better.
yes, they started something that others could improve on. And that's why they're not the greatest. The first doesn't mean the greatest. It's kind of how I feel about Star Wars. It's not just because it was revolutionary for the movie industry, because it was wow, cool. People blew up over Star Wars. And I agree. Some of the special effects and stuff, awesome. Really cool. And impressive how they did it all, but I don't think that makes it
The worst part
good.
about this is that I agree with you about the Star Wars thing because I don't care for it. But you can't compare Star Wars to the Beatles.
It's the same thing to me.
No.
The same.
No.
100% the same for me.
If
How
I were-
it is in my brain.
If I
exactly
were
the same.
ranking, sci-fi movies for the greatest of all time based on success and changing the game, which are two very big categories.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Is it good? No.
Yes, it's good.
It's mediocre.
But by rank, you can't say the Beatles aren't the greatest of all time.
I just don't think they are. But then you asked me if there's any band, what would I say is the greatest of all time then?
Yeah.
There isn't. I don't think you can say there's a greatest of all time in any aspect.
There's a top few that are the greatest of all time.
No,
that
they're
changed the
greatest
game
in
forever.
maybe their category, but
yeah. There's five. Okay, Beatles, Led
Okay.
Zeppelin.
what? No.
Yes. Okay, this is my list,
Okay.
chum. Okay, I'll kill you.
Okay,
This
go.
okay. If you end up dead, they're gonna look at this and be like, "He did it. He said he was going
killed
to."
him. We need to sue him because he's sponsored by Shipped, supposedly.
They're like, "He's just a piece of trash." Okay, Beatles, Led Zeppelin,
okay.
Queen, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley. Those are the greatest of all time.
Okay. I think Elvis is good. Beatles, okay. Okay. Queen, really good. I would agree. Queen is really good. And yes, they're also revolutionary for their aspect of music. But do I think Queen is the best in their genre of music? No. Do I think that
They had their own genre.
yeah, Queen was kind of its own thing. Beatles was the beginning of the stamp of everything, which okay, I get that. That's impressive. They started a movement of what music became.
And had hundreds of hit songs.
Hundreds. I agree. Yeah, I know. But I just
Their catalog is endless.
I
Where
know,
someone that you think Smash Mouth took what they did and made it better. They had one song. Some people had
one song that's better than all of the
But
Beatles
you can't
songs.
say that is greater than the Beatles.
No, I don't think Smash Mouth is better than the Beatles, but I do
Better.
think better than the Beatles.
That's where we're at. I'm gonna start making fun of it. That's like what
You can. It's okay. It's okay.
That's what like certain side does. They just start making fun of the other person when
A certain side. That's so funny. Agreed. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay.
and that's some Earl Grey tea right there.
That's some Earl Grey tea.
Okay, continue.
So,
So you've talked about those three. What about
let's see.
Michael
Queen.
Jackson?
Oh, yeah. Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson's also amazing. But Michael Jackson, I don't think he really, like, stamped a new, like, he wasn't the beginning of a new, like, genre
Pop.
of music.
King of Pop?
Yeah, he's the king of pop. I know his like music's amazing, but he's the king of pop. Like,
How does that not make him the greatest when he is literally labeled the king of something?
okay, honestly, actually, if I think about pop and think about it, I think Michael Jackson really is the best in pop.
Would you
But the
say
Beatles?
maybe the king?
Yeah, maybe the king. I think okay, sure, I can say that.
Yeah.
However, I just don't think one distinct sound of anybody, which everybody has a sound. One sound cannot define an entire genre, and that's why I disagree that the Beatles are the king of anything, because they are just
I didn't say king. I said greatest of all time.
okay, but greatest of all time, whatever it is. They are mediocre to me. Like all of their songs are mediocre. They made like mediocre hits. There's bad hits that happen, and I think they were all of them from that time period. I don't like
You
any
think
of their music.
every one of their hits is bad?
It's not bad. It's just not. It's like how like it's a hit, so obviously it's popular. But like Blurred Lines, think about that song. I don't like that song.
You're comparing the
No, no, no.
long and winding road
Yeah, that song.
to Blurred Lines?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying. Okay, Long and Winding Road. Okay, no. Hold on. So Blurred Lines exists, right?
Should
And it was top of whatever for like 8 weeks. It broke records,
sure.
and it did.
Sure.
Do I like it? No. Boring, whatever.
You don't
Lame
think
song.
the level the Beatles
Beatles were just a
It-
bunch of
now
songs
it's
that
here.
were there.
Now it's here. Beatles here. Blurred Lines here.
No. If you look at each song individually, they're all here. They're all where Blurred
No.
Lines is in my mind. They're all like decent.
No.
They just don't do it for me, you know? I'm just watching, listening.
Name
and
your top 5 that you think are the greatest 5 of all time.
5 what?
Bands, singers.
Okay. I mean, this is kind of hard because I don't really think that there's like a best in a lot of things. I mean, Michael Jackson, I think he does take the spot, but
You don't see the greats in it.
like
don't-
no. I don't know. I just don't see like the greats. I don't really get like I
How?
get it. Like Michael Jackson is one of the greats, I guess, but I don't
The
think
greatest in basketball: Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James. How everyone.
But that's
there's a-
actual like statistically they're better.
Look at statistics of sales on songs, amount of time on this.
True. I see what you're saying. But
So
at the same time, that's where I pulled up Blurred Lines. That's where it's like
So I'm trying to help you. I'm not trying to argue with you right now.
no,
okay?
I know.
Okay, so like you see that those are the greatest of all time. There, Jackie Robinson, Babe Ruth. Like those are the
Right.
giants in their thing.
Right.
Who are the giants to you in music?
I will say Queen. Yes, I would
Okay.
agree. But I don't know. It's hard for me to do. It's hard for me to like say the greatest of anything because I like with music
are the
especially because
greats.
it's so like diverse and there's so much of it that it's like everyone makes their own sound. So you can't say like I just don't think you can say the greats because
Why? Why can you say the greats?
because a
in
lot of it is
basketball?
preference too. Because
Sure.
there's literally like they are actually points wise and statistics of what they've done better than everything, which I get what you're saying with sales. Sales means like general public enjoys that more.
Yeah.
Whereas general public does not enjoy like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant more. It was that they straight up are just better than everybody. Like
Side note: Kobe Bryant is the greatest of all time. I don't care what anyone else says. LeBron James and Michael Jordan can bow down to him.
okay, but yeah. So like
My guy.
oh, I know. Rest in peace, Kobe. But yeah,
You
I just don't.
see. Okay, just think about it from like you're thinking about 4 to 5 greats in music.
Okay.
Who just comes to your brain?
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. I'll just lay it out if I can.
Lay it out, buddy.
All right.
Buddy.
Let's go Queen.
Okay.
Michael Jackson.
Okay. That's two of mine. Close your eyes again. You're doing better when you were there.
True.
You open your eyes and you get confusion.
I don't know. I literally don't know
If
who
you
else
say
to say.
Nickelback, I'm gonna just throw this.
Nickelback. No, see, I love Nickelback, but that does not mean that they are the greats of anything. They're just good. They were really good. I liked them. I know a lot of people will disagree with that too, but
See, because
like
I never
Nickelback.
even mentioned my two favorite bands because I don't think they're the greatest of all time. Red Hot Chili Peppers, 21 Pilots. I don't think they're the greatest of all
No,
time.
me either. And I don't think NF is the greatest of all time in like
See, but
music.
I'm saying that
but
because
like
I can appreciate that those other five are the greatest of all time.
I just don't think so though. I don't think you can really label like the Beatles. For them specifically, because like with Queen, I can agree.
Watch the movie
Michael Jackson.
yesterday. The world would not be what it is without the Beatles.
I know that's true, which is why they're revolutionary. The world would not be the same without them. But I think without them, if they didn't exist, another band would have popped up that would have become just as big or whatever.
No.
Would have shown up and made a different sound that would carry into a new whole world of pop and music and what we know in general and rock and roll and everything.
But it wouldn't be the same. Their songs were simply beautiful and good. They weren't saying like, look at our deep lyrics and our crazy. It was like simple and to the point and like, wow, what? Why didn't I write this? It's beautiful and perfect. Yeah.
Not beautiful or perfect, but good. Decent. Good.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play.
Great song. Right? Catchy, sticks in your head. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it because of how bad it is.
Uh-uh.
Everyone knows
I've listened to it unironically.
So have I.
Exactly, because it's a good song.
It's not a good song.
It is a good song.
No.
I think it's a good song.
It'll get stuck in your brain, just like the freaking all about that bass. That's not a good song, but it'll get stuck in your brain. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I see what you mean.
Sam, you said, like, I've never had a Beatles song stuck in my head. I don't know if I've ever had a Beatles song stuck in my head. But I know when I hear them, I go, I like listening to this a lot, and they changed the game.
They did change the game. Doesn't make them the greatest of all time.
Fine. Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
then.
Eminem also. I would say he's
Sure,
one of the
he changed the
greats
game.
in
rap.
field. In rap. I wouldn't say he's the... I don't know. It's hard for me to say like
But I
he's the
also
greats
wouldn't-
in music.
But
he's
I
just
also
a
wouldn't
great
put I
in
wouldn't
rap.
put him up compared to any of those five.
I would.
Yeah.
I'd put him up there with Michael Jackson, Queen, Eminem.
But I'm not a big rap guy, so
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, like, 'cause
rap guy.
I do know that like NF would not exist without Eminem at all. However, if Eminem didn't exist, somebody would
Do you
have shown
think what
up.
NF has done so far is better than Eminem?
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, I prefer him over Eminem. I think Eminem's one of the best writers of like the rap game of like any of it.
True.
Like he's just insanely good at writing. But the fact that NF doesn't use language, big cool. And I love what NF talks about. I don't think he's really trying to write the best lyrics. He's trying to write like just what connects to people, which does. But I mean, you know, whatever. People don't like NF, and you know, whatever. But like,
But I told Zach, I don't care if it takes us till we're old and decrepit. I will get him to say, I like the Beatles, or I love listening to the Beatles. I don't
Okay.
care how long it
and
takes.
I told him, okay, I'll be open minded.
I'm playing the long game.
I've just heard so many Beatles songs, and I just don't.
Have you ever really heard them?
I have, and they're like Foo Fighters, kind of. Which like Foo Fighters are also super generic in their genre. I think in the rock world, Foo Fighters generic. They're very popular. But
So I agree that they sound generic, which makes me sad because I love Dave Grohl.
yeah, me too.
It's
He's
like it makes me sad
Him as
because
a person?
I want to listen
Dig.
to Foo Fighters, because
cool. Okay, Christopher.
that's like a story Dave Grohl told. Like I love him. I just wish his music was like, dang, I really want to listen to this. There's like a few songs.
Nirvana
they're generic.
slapped, but Dave Grohl, you're right. I like him.
I love
but his
Dave
music,
Grohl.
man. I don't know. Like Foo Fighters are okay.
I did see him in concert, and it made me like them even more.
Fair. That
'Cause
would
I was
probably
like,
be more
I was
fun.
like, dang, you guys sound better here than you do recorded.
Oh, okay. See, and that's cool.
Yeah.
If you sound better live, like, good. Go you. I hate when bands sound worse
Yeah,
live.
I saw them, and I was like,
I'm just sitting there, just
Yeah.
I love that. You gotta have the. Gotta get that. Yeah.
Monkey Wrench. Yeah. That's not the tune at all. I couldn't tell you what it is. You know the song Monkey Wrench?
No.
He like, oh, you mean that Foo Fighter song where they do a verse in the chorus and then he screams in the second chorus? It's just every Foo Fighter song.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on a second. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm actually sweating over that argument.
I know. I'm sorry, but like, bro, I just
It makes
don't
no sense
see
in
it.
my mind.
Like when I
Because
played at the end of the B movie, that's what got us started on it. They played a Beatles song at the end of the B movie,
my gosh.
and
Why would
it was so like I don't know. I didn't care then either. But like,
oh yeah, if the B movie is playing something, it's gonna ruin anything.
that's true. That's true.
If the B movie played an NF song at the end, you'd be like, ah, why?
True, I'd be so mad. Why?
Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm a bee. Hi,
I don't care
I'm a
what
human.
anybody else thinks. Lies. I do not need nobody
Oh
to
my
help me.
Good
Lies.
golly gosh, Zach. You exhausted me with that. I've been thinking about
sorry.
that for 4 days.
I know you have.
I've
but-
been listening to the Beatles because of it.
Really?
Yeah. Back on the Beatles train.
Okay, good. Enjoy it, I guess. But
It's so good.
I don't know, man.
A hit after hit after hit. I'm going to own Paul McCartney's bass guitar.
I will say I saw Paul McCartney. So, like, not playing
Just-
or anything or singing. I saw him in England
Oh, right.
when I went with my buddy Cooper. We went to Europe for my graduation present, his graduation present, and then I was able to tag along as like part of mine. And my mom and Wade, my stepdad, just paid for they paid for all my like travel stuff, I think, and then they covered all the food and stuff. But anyway, when we were in London, we did a walking Beatles tour.
Oh, I'm sure you really appreciated it,
I
too.
did.
You were
I
like,
actually did.
wow, I hate being here.
But I was more interested in all the other bands she talked about because, like, she went into all these other bands that were like, that person lived there, and that
Did you go to,
they
like,
do this
the-
now, and that person lived there, and they do this now.
the White Room and stuff.
Yeah,
The-
I don't know.
I don't know if that's in England. It's like where they made the White Album.
Oh yes. I'm pretty sure we did, like 99%, but I don't quote me on it because I really don't know. But I'm pretty sure we did. But anyway, later that day, or actually, okay, so that was at nighttime we did that walking tour. But earlier that day, we were walking around just randomly, ran into, there was like an old gray Porsche that just kind of pulled up to this building, and just dude got out, walked across the street, whatever. Or that was actually the night before, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Next day, we did the walking tour, and they were like, yeah, that's Paul McCartney's house. He
And you were
drives an
like,
old gray Porsche. And I was like,
wow.
oh, wait, we saw him. And then it was like, that was cool.
Surprised you didn't flip him off. Be like, I hate you, Paul
I
McCartney.
hate the Beatles. Get
I
outta
hate
here."
everything you've ever done.
No, but I was like, that's really cool. And
I
like,
saw him in concert.
I know something about the wallpaper, or not wallpaper, the drapes, I think. There was like a random fact she told us about that. That was really cool. The drapes,
I feel like I've heard something about that.
like do something. It's cool. And you can see them from the outside. It's cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, yeah, you saw him
I
live.
definitely saw him in concert.
It's pretty cool.
It was the opening night of his tour, his solo tour. And in Fresno, California was
What?
I don't know why who
He's like, I'm going to
Chose.
Central California.
Yeah,
I'm picking.
we're gonna go to
all those.
Fresno, California.
Woohoo, get that. What is
And
that
he
number,
he
area code?
opened with
I don't
Hard Day's Night. You know that song? Do you know how it goes? Can you
know.
sing
Sure.
it for me?
No. Oh.
It's been a hard day's night. You know that song?
Yeah.
It was he opened with that. And that was the first time it had been performed live in 54 years. And I was there.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was like, it was like, the crowd was like, there were like murmurs, and it goes dark. Everyone goes, woo.
Yeah, everyone's excited,
And
right?
it goes to a hush. Because it opens with a, and it, on that, the lights.
Like the whole.
And we're all just like, it was awesome. And then everyone chose to sit for the concert.
Why?
I don't know. I was yelling at people, stand up. I was like, this is Paul McCartney. Stand up. And they're like,
Bro, why wouldn't you stand for that?
it was like they're at a Kenny G concert.
I will
They were
say,
going,
if I was at if the Beatles were all around and I could see them live,
you would go ham at that concert.
I would see them live.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would love it too. But it's not like you already know my argument.
And
But
Paul
like,
McCartney had another crazy successful Hall of Fame band, Wings.
Mhm.
You know that song? You know the song Live and Let Die?
Live and let die.
On that part, fire shot out of cannons.
Oh, I love that.
Live
Man. I
and
love in
let
concerts when they
die.
have flames shooting out.
It was one of the best concerts. I will say, I don't know if it's the best. It was
So
probably the
good,
best concert
actually.
I've
It's a
been
good
to.
song.
Aerosmith was a really good concert too.
That's cool.
He sang that and he was right here. My whole
He's
family
insane.
ran past the security guard. And then there was these drunk people that were leaving, like the catwalk. The seats right next to her. They're like, you can take our seats. We're out of here. This was for the
that's
encore.
awesome. Why were they?
And he rose up standing on a piano, a grand,
What a unit.
and sang Dream On with a fan blowing on him right here.
And was he just?
Sounds exactly the same. And he wears like...
My family saw him too.
He's the world's coolest grandma, for sure. But then wears giant orthopedic shoes because he has horrible feet. So
Really?
he's wearing like leather and scarves and all that. And you look at his shoes, it's like New Balance, but like
That's
thick soles.
so funny.
Yeah, because he has horrible feet
What
from
a
touring
random
so
thing.
much. Yeah,
That's
it's so funny looking at him because it's like, wow, you're so cool.
You almost get to the L at cool.
Yeah,
You're so cool.
Now you're still cool.
Still pretty cool. He's a cool guy. I will say that. And his mouth is so large.
We have a joke about him. Like one of us, I don't know, with my family, we were like, oh, he could eat that sandwich. Because we went somewhere
Oh, he could eat that
someone
sandwich.
got a sandwich
'Cause it's
that
like
was
that
like
big.
this big. And so we're like,
Steven
Steven
Tyler
Tyler could
could.
eat that sandwich.
That's so
So
funny.
now every time we see someone with a big mouth, we go, oh, they could eat that sandwich.
Yeah, he could
That's
eat
been
that.
a family inside joke for my whole life.
That's funny.
Ah, he could eat that sandwich.
That's funny.
And you could even say if someone just has a big mouth, like they just talk too much and stuff, you say, oh, they could eat that sandwich.
That's funny. That's a really smart little idea. I like that. Little,
Ooh, that's
little family game, huh? That's cool. I
I'm
like that.
actually
Like warm.
warm from that.
Well, good, because you're always like freezing for some reason.
I will bring this up again someday.
I know. And
I'm going to come with a full-on PowerPoint of why they are the greatest of all time. Undisputed. Indisputed.
undisputed. Well, you know, let's be real. Jake Paul's the best boxer. Is that what he does?
Yeah.
Boxer? Yeah.
Jake Paul is the greatest boxer of all
Of
time.
all time. Goat.
It is going
Cannot
to be
stand
crazy
him.
that Logan Paul's going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather.
That's exciting. I can't wait for
So
Floyd
Floyd
to
Mayweather is the greatest of all time
obliterate.
considered. He's 50-0.
throw, and he's also so,
But he's so
very
tiny.
very. What is he? He's like, I don't like him. Like
He's-
his personality, trash.
It's like he was, I think, like a Pretty Boy Mayweather? Was that his first name? And then he became Money Mayweather once he started making money?
I don't know.
I think it was something along those lines. But yeah, he's very defensive. He's always on the
Yes.
defense. So his fighting is like boring, but he's super strategic.
He just sits there. Remember him and Connor? Good old Connor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, it's like you do kicks and grappling, Connor. That's where you should be.
Yeah,
He's like, you're not trained. He's 50-0, but he's so small compared to Logan Paul.
Is
Like
he?
he's like 5'8".
Well, Logan definitely has reach on him.
Yeah, Logan's like 6'4", like 220.
He's a big dude.
So I don't know
His
what.
workout is cool. I used to
They're
straight up watch
nuts.
his vlogs before the Suicide Force thing.
It really bothers me why they're so entertaining. Not
Yes.
even entertaining. It's like
I
it's like a science
sit there
experiment.
and I
You're
just
just like,
Watch.
why are you the way that you are?
Did you see when he got a fake Pokemon card? That was like he paid like 12 million or some crap for it. It's like stupid money. It probably wasn't that much. I don't know. Maybe it was. I think it was. But anyway, he and then he realized it was a fake, and you see him like peel it on camera. He just like sees the fake under it, and then he just like punches the glass next to him and just shatters, and he just hurt his hand. Absolutely had to like get it cleaned out and like go to the doctor and stuff.
That's horrible.
Yeah, awkward.
Yeah. I feel like if I had that much money, I'd use it on better things.
Yeah,
I'd dig some wells in Africa. I don't know.
dig some wells in Africa, man.
Dig some whales in Africa.
Absolute whales. Just whales coming out of the ground.
It's time for Africa. Shakira, greatest of all time. Let's just
Shakira? Yeah.
Toto.
Toto.
Who's the
Greatest
greatest
of
of
all
all time that absolutely isn't?
Who's the greatest one-hit wonder of all time?
Ooh. B-double-O-T-Y. You remember them from America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
B-O-O-T-Y.
Yeah, I do.
Or the
What season was that? That was like
early, mid. Or Pants on the Ground.
Pants on the Ground.
Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
That was a good one, too. Classic.
But it's funny because it's like that song by the Congos is a good one.
True.
I don't know how it goes.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess it's not that good. I don't remember how it goes.
Come with me now.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think of like, it's hard because it's like, I know there's like a lot of songs from like the past that I really like, but it's like, I like this song, but I don't know if they had any other hits.
One-hit wonders, man. True. I don't know. I mean,
Whip
it's
It.
crazy that they
Whip
have
It
a
Good.
following because of that. Like,
Crack that whip. That's a good one hit. I don't know if they have any other songs. Greatest of all time. 5, 6, 7, 8, my booze scooting, baby, it's driving me crazy. My obsession from the western, my dance floor day, my rodeo Romeo, my cowboy got from head to toe.
Like to make you mine. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a good one.
That one's classic. So funny.
Put your favorite one-hit wonder in the.
Yeah, please do.
Comments.
Favorite one-hit wonder song.
We'll
out there.
sing it.
Yes.
Yes,
100% down.
that's funny because you can't get monetized or demonetized for
Singing it.
Singing
No, that's
it.
why in concerts people will sing other bands' music.
true.
Like Linkin Park with Rolling in the Deep. Or 3 Days Grace with Eminem. They used to sing yourself in the music the moment you lose yourself.
Oh, what's that song?
You
Lose
want-
yourself in the lose yourself in the moment. I don't know what that's called. What's it called?
Oh, lose yourself. Yeah.
No, that's not it.
That ain't it, Chief.
You can't say chief.
Don't be an ass.
You can't say ass.
That is truth. Big.
You've got mail.
Oh my gosh.
You just got AOL'd.
Bum, 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 bum.
You've got mail.
You gotta turn your gain up more.
You're right. I don't know where. Which one is it? This one?
You're top guy. You've got mail. You've got mail.
That's
Bum,
horrible.
bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. You've got mail.
That's horrible.
Okay, I don't know. Are we good now?
I should.
That was
I'll probably put a
atrocious.
headphone warning on there.
Headphone warning. Just don't.
Okay. I think we're probably pretty close.
Yeah. It was so hot. We're like flying away.
Like the Hindenburg. Today's podcast is brought to you by Helium. Don't put it close to a cigarette.
Absolutely don't. You will burn. Burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. All right, it's
Itchy. Whoa.
it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are?
Nice. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to Nothing Is Anything. Episode
9.
9.
And just remember,
Wow.
the Beatles are the greatest of all time. Thank you!
Nope.